This tutorial will go over the required upload image sizes and export settings for your UberEats projects. To start, import your images into Lightroom. Next, make the necessary adjustments to exposure, contrast, toning, etc. to all your images. First, we are going to export the hero image for the native 2880 by 2304 and 550 by 440 versions. Start by selecting your hero image. Choose the crop tool and select Custom at the bottom. Enter 5 and 4 in the image dimensions. Next, drag the pre-selected crop area to where you wish to crop your image. Hit Enter on your keyboard. Now choose File, Export. Set custom name and enter the file name requested in the UberEats guidelines. For the heroes, it's restaurant name _ hero, then the size of the file. Remember, you'll want to rename this to the restaurant name attached to the project. We'll do the native hero export first. Make sure the quality is at 100 and the resolution is at 72 pixels per inch. Then hit export. Next we'll do the settings for the 2880 by 2304 hero shot. Head back to export settings. Set the name at the end of the file to 2880 by 2304. Next, move to limit file size and change it to 3000 kilobytes or 3 megabytes. Under image sizing, select resize to fit and choose width and height from the dropdown. Change the dimensions to 2880 by 2304 and the resolution to 72 pixels per inch. Hit export. Next, open the export settings window once more. This time we'll change the settings for the 550 by 440 hero shot. Change the file name end to 550 by 440. Next, change the file size limit to 150 kilobytes. In image sizing, change the dimensions to 550 by 440 and the resolution to 72 pixels per inch and hit export. Once all three sizes of the hero are exported, use your operating system file browser to confirm the image dimensions are correct. Here you should have one file that reads 550 by 440 and is smaller than 150 kilobytes, another that reads 2880 by 2304 and smaller than 3 megabytes. The native should be fine so long as the dimensions conform to the 5:4 ratio. File size does not matter for native images. Remember, if your images do not conform to the dimensions and file size limitations, the site will not accept your upload. Now we'll be exporting the native 2880 by 2304 and 550 by 440 images for the menu items. First, we'll select your images and apply the 5:4 crop. Choose the crop tool and select Custom and enter 5 and 4 in the image dimensions. Again, drag the pre-selected crop area to where you wish to crop your image. Hit Enter on your keyboard. Repeat and apply the 5:4 crop for all menu item images. Once all the menu items have been cropped, select all and move to your export settings. Rename your file to custom name, enter the file name requested in the UberEats guidelines. For menu items, it is restaurant name, menu item, then the size of the file. Again, remember that you'll want to swap out restaurant name with the actual name of the project. In this first go, we'll be exporting natives. Next, confirm the quality is at 100 and make sure the file size limit is unchecked. Additionally, make sure the resize to fit is unchecked. Resolution should be at 72 pixels per inch. Now export. Next, we'll be exporting the 2880 by 2304 images. Reopen the export settings, change the file name to match the size 2880 by 2304. Check the limit file size and set it to 3000 kilobytes or 3 megabytes. Check resize to fit and select width and height from the dropdown. Change the dimensions to 2880 by 2304 and confirm that the resolution is at 72 pixels per inch. Select export. Lastly, we'll be exporting the 550 by 440 menu items. Reopen the export settings. Change the file name end to match the 550 by 440 size. Check limit file size and set it to 150 kilobytes. Check resize to fit and select width and height from the drop-down menu. Change the dimensions to 550 by 440 and confirm the resolution is at 72 pixels per inch. Lastly, select export. Next, you'll want to check your files to confirm that they have the correct settings. All 550 by 440 exports should have 550 by 440 dimensions to match and should have file sizes less than or equal to 150 kilobytes. When checking the 2880 by 2304 images, they should all match the 2880 by 2304 dimensions and have file sizes less than or equal to 3 megabytes. Remember, natives just require a 5:4 crop. There is no file size cap. Be sure to change the file names of the respective menu items to match the UberEats guidelines prior to upload. Again, remember, if your images do not conform to the dimensions and file size limitations, the site will not accept your upload. Upload to your project and hit submit. Thanks again for watching and working with SmartShoot for your UberEats uploads.